Welcome to Tasmania!
Yes, for the next 10 weeks, we will be sharing the ultimate road trip series designed to help you choose your own adventure when you visit this spectacular state.
To say this place is special would be an understatement. Now, Tassie boasts the cleanest air in the world, Australia's tallest sea cliffs, unique native wildlife, world-class experiences, incredibly talented people, outstanding food and beverage, fascinating history.
And it is abundant with epic scenery, perfectly presented for touring no matter what vehicle you're in.
Every itinerary we have created has been designed to explore and discover a drive journey across a 7-day time frame, with the flexibility to take more or less time, string a few trips together, or complete them all. It's up to you. And to get your planning started, and as a gift from us, you can download our free road trip itinerary quick guides from our website that accompany each journey. Alternatively, if you want the full experience, you can purchase our comprehensive ebooks that share the finer details of where to stay, what to do, what to pack, and so much more.
Plus, as an added bonus, if you purchase any one of our ebook road trip itineraries, we will gift you our free audio book, The Taste of Tassie, the complete guide to eating and drinking your way around the Apple Isle. How good is that?
Tasmania, it is all this and so much more.
Let's do it! Coming up in this week's episode. Here we go! This week we are exploring the northwest of Tasmania, the coastal drive between Stanley and Devonport.
Including an ancient volcano, the Southern Hemisphere's largest cool temperate rainforest, the Penguin Beer Company, and real fairy penguins, the Don River Railway, Table Cape Lighthouse, Australia's #1 veteran car collection, some of Tasmania's best wine, and a great mix of powered and off-grid campsites.
How on earth did we fit it all in? Grab yourself a drink, we are about to show you how. Welcome to Stanley. What an awesome way to kick off our adventures this week with that backdrop of the ancient core of a volcano. It is also known as the Nut. Yes, plenty of nuts in this episode. We just love this location.
And it really does hold a special place in our hearts. This is the first spot that we came on our very first visit to Tasmania in 2020. We literally rolled off the ship and arrived here in Stanley and have absolutely loved it ever since. And look, there is so much to do here. A week is a perfect amount of time to be able to explore the beautiful seaside village and also get further afield to some of the natural attractions within the region. However, if you only have a few nights, there is plenty to pick and choose from to fill your days.
Okay, the very first stop has to be the Visitor Information Centre. It's on the left-hand side on the road that you drive into the main street of Stanley. Go and see the friendly ladies in there. Grab all the brochures on what to see, where to go, what to do. You can also book your tours there. You can hire mountain bikes if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous. And we would recommend that you pick up one of these tasting trail maps. It is called the Cradle to Coast. It highlights 37 of Tasmania's top producers that create, make and grow some of the world's finest food and beverages. They take the work out of it for you. Awesome map.
Yeah, I think we'll be picking and choosing quite a number of those as we make our way back towards Devonport. While we're in Stanley, we have chosen to stay at the self-contained RV campground, which is located beachside at the Stanley Golf Course. And for $10 a night, it is excellent value for its location, being only a few minutes walk into the centre of town. There is also the Stanley Cabins and Tourist Park that we stayed at last time. It's another fantastic option if you're looking for full hookups or you do want to stay in one of the cabins there. And again, it is beachside and has those spectacular views back towards the Nut.
There are so many other accommodation options here if you aren't travelling with your home in tow. Now, many of the beautifully restored cottages that line the streets of Stanley are available for those getaways. Some of the standouts would have to be Stanley Village, the Ark, and also Ship Inn. They just look amazing.
Yeah. Now, the real highlight is, of course, the Nut. And there is a great short 2-kilometre walk that you can do on top of the Nut. Now, half the fun is getting up there, and thankfully there are 2 options for that. You can take the short but fairly steep, as you are climbing the 152 metre height of the Nut, walk up, or if you prefer, you can grab an old school ride on the Nut chairlift.
Whoa! Thank you!
Woohoo! You hold on to your hat, literally, too. How fun was that?
How you feeling there?
Pretty scared.
Don't be scared. Do you know you did this 2 years ago when you were 3?
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong.
Okay, if you're a little bit scared of heights, you're probably better to walk. And if you've got little ones, you want to make sure you're holding on to them as well. But the views are absolutely sensational, and it is so quiet. So you can really just take in all the sounds of the environment.
Now, once you're up on the top of the nut, we would recommend walking in a clockwise direction. It's a little bit easier on your legs as you're going down the stairs, and there are a number of lookouts that take in the spectacular views over the village of Stanley, the adjoining farmlands, and the incredible waters of the Bass Strait, and some fun interactive signage to keep the little ones engaged as well.
Okay, a few tips from us would be definitely have a hat, apply sunscreen, take some water, and if you can, pack a light lunch or a morning tea or afternoon tea, as there is a beautiful, unexpected forest-like area, very well shaded, perfect to sit down at one of the tables and enjoy a picnic.
Or even do some wildlife spotting as well.
I am the champion, my friend.
You did well.
Funny. Look at that.
We
beautiful
are the champions, my friend.
You can grab a bite to eat at the cafe located at the base of the nut. There's also a gift store there, or you can grab an ice cream, bit of a reward for all of that effort.
It sounds delicious. Now, another great attraction is the beautiful Highfield Historic Site, once home to the chief agent of the Van Diemen's Land Company and constructed in 1832. It has been beautifully restored and sits high on the hilltops overlooking the nut and the adjoining farmlands. The historic site is operated by National Parks and Wildlife, and for a small entry fee you can wander through the house and adjoining outbuildings and learn all about the history of the area.
Now, back into the main street of Stanley, it is brimming with heritage listed cottages that give you a really good selection of places to experience the best of Tassie's local produce, craft beers, whiskies, wine. One of our favourite would have to be the Tasmania Food and Wine Bar. This very quirky and eclectic venue, it is a must during your visit here to Stanley. Everywhere you look, there is either an antique piece of furniture, an interesting and intriguing item from days gone by, or something weird and wonderful that will pique your interest and certainly start some good conversation. Interestingly, many of the items have been donated by travellers passing through or locals who just love to visit this charming seaside village. This certainly adds to the enthusiastic storytelling of the barman, and our hot tip would be to grab yourself either a Tasmanian whiskey or one of their beautiful Tasmanian wines.
Or a bottle.
Yes, and head into the library room, as we refer to it, which is located right off the entry. That way you can sit back in these beautiful antique chairs and take in the streetscape of this charming town.
Hey, a whole map of Tasmania. Look, Mum. Come on.
Now, if you're after a delicious pub meal, the Stanley Hotel makes a great dinner out and houses one of Australia's oldest walk-through wine cellars. There's also a number of lovely shops to meander through, including a providor that stocks locally made Tasmanian produce, fresh bread and gifts. Or just take your time to walk through the main street of this town and read the heritage walk plaques and immerse yourself in the absolute beauty that is Stanley.
The main reason why every visitor falls in love with Stanley would have to be the historic buildings that make up this township. The buildings look like the facade from a major film set. And then you realise that every building has been lovingly and authentically restored to its original charm. I think that's what makes this place so special.
It is really, truly beautiful. Now, something you need to do before you leave, especially on a beautiful blue sky day like today, is get yourself down onto Stanley Beach. You can take your four-wheel drive down there, and it is a great place to pull up, again, take a picnic or get the kids out for some beach time and take in the beautiful backdrop of the Nut.
Okay, before you leave Stanley, the other highlight is to check out the colony of little penguins. That is their actual name. There is a colony and a viewing platform at the base of the Nut. However, we have been tipped off by some locals to head straight out onto the beach in front of the campsite here at dusk or a little bit after dusk, and there are hundreds of them at this time of the year making their way, waddling up to their nest. So fingers crossed, we'll have our cameras ready and we'll be able to check that out tonight.
Hi guys, we're here at Water Arch. It's part of the Tarkine. Let's go check it out.
This is truly one of the most beautiful environments that we have visited on our travels to date.
It reminds me of the enchanted forest from the stories that you hear as a kid. It really is magical, and Jasper has been looking for trolls and fairies as we've followed the route along down to the archway.
Yeah, it's fair to say that this is truly a peaceful place, except for Jasper's excitement. Do you know, it does remind me of the movies with that green moss literally interconnecting everything in this forest.
Yes, it is green and it is vibrant and it is alive, and it certainly makes you feel like that when you are here as well. And it's a really easy, 15-minute stroll down to the archway, which in itself is just beautiful with its big sinkhole and the green mossy colour that is covering the water. Truly spectacular.
I love that as soon as you step out of your car and onto the path, you are literally engulfed in this rainforest.
Yeah, absolutely. And The Tarkine is amazing. It is the world's second largest cool temperate rainforest, the largest here in Australia. So it is absolutely worth putting it on your list to experience when you are in Tassie's northwest. In fact, you can do the entire Tarkine drive across 2 days, and they suggest splitting it up to the coastal region and then the inland rainforest region, or you can pick and choose a number of points along the drive to visit, which is exactly what we've done.
Yeah, this would have to be our highlight along the Tarkine, and it's a short 45-minute drive from Stanley. So for a half-day outing with the family, perfect.
Awesome.
Yes, good morning. Oh, it's good when you have an easy start to your drive day. We've just left Stanley. We're about halfway along 100 kilometres to Penguin.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great name for a destination? Wonder what they've got there.
Penguins?
Yeah,
I think you might be right. This little place is called Wynyard, and it is a really good tip for us to share, to stop here to do your full shop, because they have a full-size Woolworths here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And actually you can swing into the Visitor Information Centre. The boys are going to go and check that out while I head over to Woolies, because they've got long bay parking, which just makes it so easy when you've got your van on the back, or if you're in your motorhome, you don't have to drive around looking for a park.
Excellent. Katie gets the tough job. Jasper and I are going to go check out some antique old mobiles, some automobiles. Sound cool?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. And then
on
it's
the road.
on to Penguin. Here we go.
Bye. Hey guys, we're here at Ransley's car collection. Let's go check it out.
here we are at the Blue Wren RV Park, located between Penguin and Ulverstone on Tasmania's central north coast. And this is such a great base to be able to get out and explore further afield when you are enjoying this beautiful region.
Okay, on our way here, we did stop in at Wynyard to get our weekly shop at Woolies. Excellent to be able to park there with your van at the Visitor Information Centre. I have to give a shout out to Jody, who was on the desk there at the Visitor Information Centre, really friendly, and then invited us in to check out the Francis Ransley Veteran Car Collection. This is incredible. This is one man's passion being shared to the public. It is an $8 fee for adults. However, that fee pretty well goes to covering the insurance on this collection. It is the #1 Ford vintage car collection in Australia.
Wow.
And the highlight would have to be the A-Class Ford. It is one of only 2 in the world, the second one being in Michigan at the Ford Motor Company.
Amazing.
And it is regarded as the most genuine, authentic A Ford in the world.
Wow. And what I love is that you wouldn't even know that it was here in this little town in Tasmania. So definitely worth a stop.
Well, that's it. He really has just opened up his collection in partnership with the council to help drive some more visitors to that particular location.
Awesome. Put it on
Awesome.
your list.
Thank you, Francis. It's really awesome. We loved it. Okay, let's talk about where we are here at Blue Wren. This is such an inexpensive caravan park for its location.
Yeah, absolutely. It is located directly across the road from the beautiful coastline, and the way that they have scaled the sites on the park, whereby they run up the slightly sloping hill, means everybody has a fantastic view of the water no matter what site you are on. The lawns are beautiful and green, and the gardens are lush, and there are plenty of trees to provide beautiful shade as well. It's only $25 a night to come and camp here with full hookups, power and water. They do also have unpowered sites as well. And as I said, so much space for the kids to be able to get out and run around on. And as you said, Paul, across the road is a natural playground with beautiful rock pools that form on the low tide as well.
I think the #1 highlight for Jasper is that there is an active train track that runs right along the coastline in front of the park. So to be able to sit there 4 times a day, this train goes past. One of them is at 2:30 in the morning. But that's okay. Jasper absolutely loved this, and we'll put some of the footage, the drone footage I was able to capture at the end of this segment. The other great inclusion is that there is a licensed restaurant on site known as the Hungry Goat.
Yes, and that is because this location is opposite Goat Island.
Yes, that's right. Jasper thought that it was named after him. There is also a really great communal area, a covered fire pit, where every afternoon there's a bit of a happy hours, so you can head over there to meet your fellow campers. Really great to sit around that fireplace as well. Look, it is a well-kept park, and again, just really great value. It's only a 3-minute drive down to Penguin.
Yes, now I loved this little seaside town, and the name says it all really. It was in fact named after the little or fairy penguins that frequent this coastline of Tasmania, and the town has fully embraced the penguin theme. There are more penguins here, maybe the real kind, but certainly the unreal kind that you will see anywhere. There are penguins on bins, there are penguins on shop fronts, there are penguins absolutely everywhere.
Yes, and if you're going to open up a local craft beer company, of course you'd call it the Penguin Beer Company. These guys are doing a great job. I spoke to Bjorn, very friendly, informative, talked me through all of his beers. You can get a tasting paddle.
A penguin paddle?
Yes, a penguin paddle. It has their 4 beers on it, including the King, the Emperor, the Little Penguin, That was what I enjoyed. And then there's also a Royal Penguin, which is a dark beer as well. They do have events on. There was a comedy night on when we were there, but it is just a really great location to sit out on the deck, taking the whole beachfront of Penguin.
Absolutely. Now, it forms part of the Cradle to Coast tasting trail. So if you are doing that, you can choose where you're going to stop in. It also serves a full menu, so you can go and have a great meal and take in those amazing views that Penguin has on offer.
Yes, and of course their kids menu is called the Little Penguins.
We should have said at the top of this segment, count how many times we can say penguin in 1 minute.
That's right. Look, the playground is even themed penguins. The newsagent, everything has really embraced the penguin here, as they should do. Presented really well. The other interesting and quirky addition to the beachfront is the Blue Police Box. The Blue TARDIS.
Yes, a free library that was one of the best ones that we have seen in our travels, and stocked with some pretty amazing books. So if you want to pick yourself up a new read, or you want to donate some of your books while you're coming through this area, definitely go and check that out.
I wonder if it's a library. Hey, it is a library.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bookshop.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye. Okay, it's time for us to farewell Penguin as we continue our journey closer to Devonport to our next campsite located at Mersey Bluff. But we will leave you with some stunning drone footage of the train snaking its way along the coastline. When it's raining, what do? Clean the van.
I'm Super Jasper.
Hey, Super Jasper.
What are you doing out there, Mama?
Washing the van, babe.
How is it?
It's actually good, and it's not cold. It's really lovely.
Can I come out?
No.
Aww.
Well, I'm Super Jasper.
All right then. Well, we'll leave you to it. We're just
I'll
gonna.
be watching. I'll be watching.
We're gonna put a movie on and make hot chocolate. Bye. Table Cape Lighthouse Tours. We love this experience. It is operated by the Bruny Island Safaris. Reese was our guide. He was fantastic.
Yeah, it is an excellent experience to come and take in this beautiful northwest environment, and low cost, $15 per adult, $10 for children aged 5 to 11. You do have to be 5 to participate in the tour, of course, because you are walking right up to the top of the lighthouse on the internal spiral staircase, and then once you get up the top, that view, it wouldn't matter what the weather was doing, would be breathtaking on any day.
Now, the other option, if you're heading further south past Hobart down to Bruny Island, you can check out the Lighthouse tour there. We'll put a link in the description below, because that is also an incredibly epic landscape. Stunning.
Oh, awesome.
What I love is the history that you're also getting along the tour. From the moment that you step inside the lighthouse, Reese is delivering all of the facts about how this lighthouse was built back in 1888. It only took 8 months to build using 350,000 bricks. Amazing. And then by the 1920s, it became fully automated. It was great to learn about the different lenses and the different bulbs that they use. They're now down to this tiny little LED.
It's incredible.
Haven't times changed?
Yeah.
I also love that every lighthouse has its own fingerprint or light print. This one has a flash of light that happens every 6 and 10 seconds. It lasts for a second, and then that cycle starts again.
It's so awesome. Very, very interesting. And whether you're a history buff or you love lighthouses like we do, or you're an avid photographer, coming and doing this tour is just an awesome way to experience this coastline. And it also overlooks the beautiful, rich farmlands of this area as well. And in particular, the Table Cape Tulip Farm.
Yes, we'll have to come back in September to check out the colours of the tulips as well. Awesome tour. Tassie is absolutely turning on the weather. Picture perfect weekend here in Devonport, and we're staying at the Mersey Bluff Caravan Park, a stunning location. It is the prime place to stay if you are boarding the Spirit of Tasmania. Whether you're arriving or departing, it is 3 minutes from door to ship.
Yes, and it is across the road from an absolutely beautiful beach with miles and miles of green lawn recreation area, a fantastic children's playground, and just a short walk up the hill from the Caravan Park, and you can take in the spectacular view back over the Bass Strait at the Mersey Bluff Lighthouse. Now, the Caravan Park itself is fantastic. It is actually one of the Tassie locals' favourite places to come, so you definitely do need to book ahead because it is so popular, with those tiered sites that take in those sweeping views back out over the ocean. It has a recently renovated camp kitchen which also offers beautiful views back over the patrolled beach, and across the road there is a licensed cafe and restaurant, so you really are spoilt for choice when you're staying here.
Something else that we love is the wildlife, native abundance.
Yes.
Wow, a bit of wildlife spotting at night should be on your menu as well. And we have to give a shout out to the managers. We've said it many times throughout our travels. That frontline experience can make or break your stay, and these guys are awesome.
It really is a fantastic caravan park. And look, to be honest, there is so much to do in and around Devonport. You could come and stay here for weeks to really get out and explore. We only had a couple of days this time around, but we are going to leave you with one of our favourite experiences here in Devonport, which is the Don River Railway.
And following that, we will give you a sneak peek into next week's episode. Wow! And don't forget, you can download your free versions of our Tassie Ultimate Road Trip series. Just log on to our website, all the W's, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. For now, look after yourself, look after your family.
And happy trails!
Hey guys, I'm here at Don River Railway. I'm going on a steam train and hopefully I get to meet Thomas. He's my favourite steam engine in Thomas and his friends. Thomas is here. I can't believe I saw Thomas.
Yeah, hello, this is Mr. Johnson. I'm hoping my train is going to be on time.
What do you mean?
It's my train, you know, choo-choo, going to be on time.
Yes.
Good. Well, get off the phone or you'll be late.
I just need to tell you this.
Oh, here we go.
Which are you going to go on?
I'm going to go from the yards to the main and then second quarter turn and we shall be good.
Okay. I'll tell the switch guy to say...
Oh, you don't even know his name? His name is Ronald.
Ronald. I'll tell Ronald.
Or Mr. McDonald to you. He's an absolute clown.
Yeah.
I haven't finished telling you. His last name's McDonald. Ronald McDonald. You know?
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Next week on Family Travel Australia. Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails.
Jasper has loved exploring along the pathway, looking for fairies and trolls. It really is magical.
And other than that bee that's buzzing around my head, it's a really peaceful place. That's exactly what I was thinking. Why walk when you can ride? Everything was going really well till Kate just told us that we're on chairlift number 13 and then followed it with, it's lucky for some.
It was actually
We're
me.
some.
Yeah. Actually, do you know that number 13 is a lucky number for me, Jasper?
Why?
It just always has been. So it is lucky for some. Lucky for me, lucky for Mum.
Hey, all I'm going to say is it's lucky for us because we could be walking up the nut right now and instead we are kicking back on the chairlift. So it is definitely lucky.
It looks too big for you. You're having a little rest now, mate.
Yeah.
How's that going?
We have walked a lot high. How high are we, Dad?
143 metres.
That's a lot high, isn't it?
It is. Well, let's face it, 141 of them were in a chairlift.
Yeah. Hey, another sign.
So 3 together or?
Yes, thank you. Unless we're allowed to send him by himself.
No.
Okay, no worries.
He's too little for that.
Just kidding.
Dad's only joking.
Oh yeah. Here you go. Look at that. That was a pretty easy drive day, wasn't it?
Oh, I didn't say good morning.
Oh, okay. Come on, you say good morning. Let's do it again.
Blooper.
This is real life, people.
Yeah.
Real life.
Just do that again. I felt like Scotty from the block or whatever he's on. Are you ready? Tool down! Okay, you ready?
Oh my gosh.